performed at this point is an ascending arpeggio on the C major chord, followed by a downward run of an octave and a half to a low C in the baritone voice. The high A is one of the triumphant moments of the aria for the baritone and is present on occasion here, just above, as we displayed previously, from the Campanati 1900 recording through to Russell Braun in 2008. The approach to documenting this cadenza has been split up into 4 ways, varying on whether the singer interpolates the A4 at the top of the range, as well as the C4 at the cadenza, rather than ending on the low C. The performer may also choose to sustain the high G or A for more than just a quarter note or eighth note, or even longer than 2 or 3 beats. The length of the highest note held will not be measured in this study. Group A consists of baritones who do the simplest form of the cadenza as seen here. The men are Diego Borsa in 1909, Ruffo in 1920, Merrill in 47, and Merrill again in 78. In 1905, Diego Borsa sings a variation of this ornament by singing a C, an E, a turn up to F, but then stopping at the F to descend back down to C. We will now listen to Robert Merrill, one of my favorites, who I listened to as a senior in my undergrad. The difference between Group A and Group B, which has 12 recordings, is that Group B sings the same cadenza, but finishes by singing the tie from the C up to middle C. These men are Ruffo, Juan Grado, Granforte, Baziola, and Robert Merrill in 58 and 62. Of these men, Ruffo and Baziola sing the cadenza and continue on singing the following phrase without stopping to take a breath. De Luca and Battistini ascend to the E, but stop there and descend to sing the rest of the cadenza, ending up on the C. Another variation is even simpler than Group A. Bastianini, Gobi, and Pry end on the C4 like the other baritones, but stick to an ornament very similar to measure 66 rather than a cadenza. Both the baritones sing the turn on C4 and ascend to the E4 and descend back to C, which sounds, as they did before, Che bel piacere. We will now listen to Baziola in 1935. We're going to listen in 2014, but he's in. Group C, 5 recordings, is similar to Group A, with the exception that the top of the cadenza includes the turn from G up to the A4. Carlos Francisco and Dennis Noble and Leo Nucci in 82 and 88 are the 4 recordings that involve this ornament, and Noble ends his cadenza with a laugh in the character of Fiedler. In 1994, Thomas Hampson differs slightly in that he ascends to a C5 after singing 3 turns. That's the high C. And then he ends his run right here at the G halfway down the scale. We will now listen to Dennis Noble in 1928 in English. It's English, I promise. Followed by Leo Nucci in 1982. kind of